Hi, my name is Medina Salkic and I'm the director of the Central Permit Office. Today we'll be taking you through this wonderful home tour and talking about the many home improvement projects that you can embark on in order to improve or maintain your home. In addition to our tour, we'll have a series of resources listed below that you can access for additional information. And in addition to those resources, we've included our main contact information where you can reach us by phone or email. We are so proud of our Central Permit Office team for their dedication throughout uncertain times. Much like the rest of the world, we've been significantly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. All the while, our Permit Office team has continued to serve in order to maintain health within our own department and safety, as well as keep our public safe and healthy. We've implemented a few new measures, including PPE, virtual meetings, appointment-based services, and other digital services. Now let's get started with our most exciting part of the tour. Brandy Fry, our residential plans examiner, will be taking you throughout this property to identify a few key projects and the permits that are required in order to improve or maintain your home. Brandy Fry is one of our 2 residential plans examiners that will greet you in the case that you'd like to pursue a project within your home.
Good morning, my name is Brandy Fry and I am the residential plans examiner here for the City of Syracuse at the Central Permit Office. Today we're going to take a tour of this land bank home to show examples of what would be permittable and have you come down and talk to us about your projects, okay? We are here to be an advocate for you. We are here to educate you on why it is important to get a permit and have inspections done of your work. We want to make sure your home and property is safe and maintains a certain level of compliance with the 2020 New York State Code. We're going to start today with the sidewalks. Sidewalks need a permit. You can pick that up and drop them off at the Central Permit Office. We're located at 201 East Washington Street, just a block away from City Hall. Sidewalks need to be concrete. They need to be 5 foot wide, okay? You have 3 options as the homeowner. Yes, even though it is the city right away, as the homeowner, you are responsible to take care of that portion of the property. Applications can be submitted by whomever you're going to have do the work, okay? As a homeowner, yes, you can do the work. You can do all projects by yourself as long as you can do them safely and come into compliance with the 2020 code, okay? Sidewalks can also be done by a contractor. They can also be done by the city. Applications go through a review process that goes in for a sidewalk, a driveway. Any structural review has a subjected review, okay? Sidewalks will be reviewed by engineering and the DPW. As far as a driveway is concerned, yes, you absolutely need a permit, okay? We want to make sure that we are meeting all regulations through zoning and the city. Zoning is our partner with the city. Zoning, depending on where you live here in the city, has different regulations. So before you come in, we would need to have a survey, okay? From a lot of projects, including porches or pools, sheds that are over 144 square feet, fences, all require a survey to be able to document on your property where you are doing the work and what kind of work you are doing. Driveways have a maximum of 12 feet wide, okay? You cannot have front yard parking. And when you are ready to propose a project for your property, feel free to give us a call. We'd be more than happy to look over it for you before you hire someone and get all into the project, okay? Fences require a permit. There's a few things you want to take into consideration. Number 1, they need to be 1 foot away from the city right away. So if you have a sidewalk in front of your home, you're going to want to make sure that it's a foot back. If that's not an option for you, you are more than able to go in for an easement. That's another application that we would be able to assist you with. Fences can be on your property line. We always suggest, though, a foot in. That gives you the ability to maintain, according to the code, your fence. For example, this fence needs a little love, and we would want you to be able to get to both sides to be able to fix that. front yard fences, which are the front setback of your home, are able to go to 4 feet, and they need to be an open style fence. They could be 6 feet in your backyard from the back property setback. They could be any style that you choose. Existing porches and structures may require a permit. Most do. If you're doing any repairs, maintenance, rebuilding of any sort, we would really appreciate you coming down to talk about your project. Yes, it's maintenance. Yes, it's existing, but it is extremely important that you come down so that we can make sure that once you start taking things off, that we are bringing it up to code. Code is minimum. We want the absolute best for you and your family, so we encourage you to do that, okay? Stairs and railings are also part of the permittable process, okay? Railings need to be between 36 and 42 inches high. Stairs also require a permit, so we would like to make sure that depending on the width, how many railings you need. Spindles need to be 4 inches or less to meet the new code. When you're doing any framing here in the home, even if it's old lath and plaster, you're more than likely going to want to bring that framing to current code, okay? So come on down, we'll take a look at your project. These windows, as long as you're doing replacement windows, do not require a permit. Any framing would absolutely require a permit. We want to make sure that things are being done properly, safely, into the New York State 2020 code. Same thing for a front door. Doors also, as long as you're not doing any framing, you don't need a permit, okay? But if you are, please come down to talk to one of us and we can permit your project. That will ensure that your safety and the project is being done and taken care of properly. Any cosmetic project that you are doing does not require a permit. However, if you're going to touch any of the structural integrity of the flooring, walls, or ceiling, we would want you to come in so that we could permit that project for you. That goes for bathrooms as well, kitchens, carpeting, all of those things. We would not need a permit except for if, again, you're touching the structural integrity of the room, okay? As far as electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, those are all things that must be permitted and must be pulled by the tradesman who is licensed. You can find a list of the licensed electricians that are registered with the City of Syracuse on our website. It is updated yearly. If you have any questions about a tradesman that you are looking to hire, you can absolutely feel free to reach out and our office will verify the information needed for you. Any project that you are hiring a contractor for, you would want to make sure that they have pulled the permit. This is something that we run into often. Homeowners are required and responsible for that permit. Most contractors are willing to come down depending on the type of season they're in and the ability to let one of their guys or girls come on down to the office, okay? We're going to want to make sure that they have all the proper documentation to be able to pull that permit. Depending on where you live, that may require certain documentation. We have some special districts here in the city and that requires certain documentation for zoning as they are an integrated part into our central permit office. Any sheetrock and insulation work, we would want you to come into the permit office and let us take a look at your project, okay? Once you open a wall, God only knows what's behind it. So let's take a good look. We'll have an inspector come out, make sure that things are steady and ready for your new project. Insulation must be on an exterior wall, okay? That is to maintain heating code for your home and energy code. There is a new energy code this year and we would want to bring up your home to meet the new energy code. Any insulation work, any sheetrock work, and any framing, again, we would want you to come down into the permit office. Again, HVAC, electrical, and plumbing all are required to have a permit and must be pulled by the tradesman who is doing the work for you. Any heating, any venting, and any air conditioning must be permitted. must be permitted by a tradesman. That includes your hot water heater, along with the water, plumbing as well, okay, and the electrical. Furnaces all must be permitted. Any jack work that you're doing to brace your flooring must be permitted. We want to make sure that these are installed to the manufacturer instruction, that they're going to be able to be the correct jack to brace your flooring, okay? Any joists, we want to make sure that those are also in good condition before you put in the jack. We do require a copy of the manufactured plans of the jack so that you and the permit office knows that it's the proper jack for the particular project that you are coming in to get permitted.
As far as the driveway is also concerned, you can only have one on your property, okay? So if there's an illegal structure, illegal driveway on your property, these are things you're going to want to take care of as the homeowner, okay? As far as adding structures to your property, things such as sheds that are over 144 square feet require a permit. A pool. Now when it comes to a pool, as fun as they are, there are some requirements, and we will be looking for them with you. We can always add them to your permit, okay? So for a pool, you do need a fence. It needs to be 4 foot high. Your pool needs an alarm. Your door facing the backyard where most pools are, or wherever you're putting your pool that is over 2 feet tall, needs a door alarm. The windows also require alarms, okay? Any electrical work that would be required for the pool needs to be done by the licensed electrician. Some pool companies have an electrician on staff. You can verify their information with the Central Permit Office. We are more than happy to work with you. We want the best for your family and you to be as safe as possible. As far as exterior work to your home, such as siding, you do not need a permit for that. But if you touch the structural integrity of the home, you would need to come in with a building proposal. For example, here we have a building that used wood as the siding, okay? Now that it's a little bit older and it's starting to fall apart, we're going to want to bring that up to code. The code has changed over the years, so we want to bring it up to 2020. We want to make sure it's safe. We want to know that it's done properly. Any framing, insulation, any roofing also requires a permit. Replacement windows and doors do not. If you touch the framing, you want to make it smaller, bigger, we would want you to come in. It's a simple process, I promise. Certain things do require architectural or engineered plans, but not all. So if you have any questions, I encourage you to call the Central Permit Office and we'd be more than happy to work with you. Currently, during COVID, we have had some modifications to how we do things. It is easier if you are able to email so that we can track who we're able to respond to and get your permits to you as quickly as possible, as you do need an appointment to come into our building currently. As restrictions and phases continue, we will be reopening and we look forward to seeing you then.
On behalf of the City of Syracuse, the staff involved in the Healthy Housing Series, and the Code Enforcement Department, as well as the Central Permit Office, we thank you for joining us today and having the opportunity to share this important information with you all. Below, again, are a series of resources that you may refer to in the case that you have additional questions. Furthermore, please feel free to contact our office by means of phone or email. Below is also a survey where you can share your feedback in order to help us improve and grow this event each year. If you found this video to be helpful by any means, please share.